Hey y'all. I'm back for day 6 of my posting challenge for August. And today, I don't know why I keep filming my videos at night. Like my last 3 videos, 2 or 3 videos, I filmed them at night. So, I don't know. I kind of like talking at night more, I guess. I don't know. I just thought I would address the fact that I keep posting for day whatever, but then it's like 11 p.m. when I post the video, so it doesn't really come out until the next day. But anyway, yeah, so today I want to talk about Tyla. Random topic, I know, but as I said, I have a lot of different interests, so I'm definitely going to be talking about a lot of random stuff probably for the time being on this channel. And something I've been thinking about a lot is this whole Tyla thing. Because I am not someone that follows, I don't really use social media besides YouTube. And I don't care to, keep up with celebrity news very often. So I don't really know, if people are, talking about someone, I don't really know what happened most of the time. And I had heard before, I feel like, that people didn't like Tyla, but I never knew why. And I haven't heard any actual scandal or anything come out about her. So it never I never read into it because I never heard anything substantial. I just had the idea in my head that people don't like Tyla for whatever reason. And so I decided to actually look and watch a video about it, or a few videos about it, do some research and see what is the issue exactly that people have with her. Because I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I really was based on what I know about the girl, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even, she didn't even seem like someone that would do something that's actually bad. So I'm sure it's just some bullshit reason, right? And of course it is. Of course it is. But yeah, I read into it, and basically the only thing that I saw that was even somewhat substantial, and I don't even think that it was. I think that it's bullshit. I think it's all bullshit actually, which is basically the thesis of this video. The only thing I saw that was somewhat okay, you could argue that this was weird, quote unquote, but I don't even think it was that weird. Is basically there's this video of her from the Met Gala. I don't know what Met Gala this was, but she was there, and Rihanna was standing a few feet away from her, and essentially Tyla was just kind of standing there. She looked kind of nervous, or maybe awkward or something. She was just standing there holding her hands. I don't know, she was just standing there, and Rihanna was a few feet away from her, and I think ASAP was getting interviewed by someone, and Rihanna was just waiting for him to be done with his interview or something. And I guess this video came out, and then a bunch of people started saying that Rihanna didn't like Tyla, or that Tyla didn't like Rihanna, or something, or that Tyla said that Rihanna didn't like her, or something. And essentially, people were having discourse about it, as they do. Tyla gets on TikTok or something and records a video of her in bed. She's basically I just woke up, but I just wanted to talk about the whole thing with the Met Gala. I don't know what people are talking about, but I love Rihanna. Basically, and if I'm not gonna edit the video if this is your first time here. So I'm not going to go put in the video so you can see it here. Just look it up. The internet is free. You're on it right now. Sorry, that was a little bit cheap. I'm on my period. But anyway, basically she said something along the lines of this was the second time that I had tried to talk to her at an event that we were both at, and the first time she basically disappeared as soon as the conversation was starting. She said she had to go meet ASAP, her baby daddy or whatever. And then I guess this Met Gala video was the second time that they had met each other or been at the same event or whatever. And she was Tyla was basically just she didn't seem like it was a good time to talk, honestly. So I just didn't go up to her because it didn't seem like it wasn't giving come up and talk to me. That is kind of what it sounded like Tyla was trying to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody who sees this cares. Of course, my water's empty. Yeah, if y'all like have seen the video, like let me know what y'all think, because I was watching someone else's commentary video about it. I'm not gonna say who it was, but I honestly didn't like their take on the video, because they basically were like, why is Tyla saying that Rihanna is weird for not talking to her? And I was like, that was not my takeaway at all from that video. So I was just kind of like, huh? And literally I watched referring to the same person's video that I'm talking about right now. I watched their entire video, and this was the only thing that they brought up, the only piece of evidence that they addressed in this video that I felt like was even like, okay, like you could say that was weird maybe. And I feel like it was like, it only is weird if you're interpreting it to be weird. I don't think it was weird. I don't think she said anything about Rihanna, like really. All she said was that she liked her and that she tried to talk to her twice and that it didn't really work out. So that's why the video was her standing over there. That's what it sounded like to me in a nutshell. And like this person that like put this clip in their video then proceeded to say like, oh, I feel like she's calling Rihanna weird. And I was like, huh? Like, am I bugging, or like, is that not what she said at all? She didn't say anything even remotely similar to that, actually. But hey, maybe I'm interpreting it in a different way, and that's fine. But yeah, I truly didn't like see anything truly wrong. And then like the rest of the video, it was just kind of like it was kind of like people being like, oh, her music is bad, which isn't true. Or, oh, she's a one-hit wonder, not true. Oh, she's overrated. Okay, like if that's your opinion, then like okay, but like how does that mean that there's something wrong with her? Like, how, riddle me that. Like, I mean, I just like the whole argument like just didn't really make any sense. And then this person just starts talking about like, oh, everyone just likes her because she has a tiny waist, and oh, my waist is so tiny, and oh, my waist, oh, my waist. Like, okay, like, I mean, I don't even feel like Tyla, like, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say she doesn't flaunt her waist. She's a celebrity. She's a singer. She's a performer. And she has a nice body. Like, I mean, like, are we, like, what are we talking about? Like, I mean, I understand the idea that, like, someone could have an ideal body type and be annoying about it. I'm not saying that can't happen. I just don't think she's being annoying about it. Like, she's a performer. She's a singer. She's a dancer. Like, she's a pop star in 2026 and she wears crop tops. I mean, like, how is this any different from any other stage performer? Like, literally riddle me that. I mean, I don't get it. And like, I don't know, like after watching multiple videos of people talking about this girl to try to figure out like what is the hate, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I really just think that she's like a pretty girl and she's multi-talented and y'all don't know what to do with that information. That's what it's giving, honestly. And it's so crazy because like people really get on this fucking internet. God, I hate the internet a lot of the time. And people really go out of their way and hop on this internet to just sit here and like talk about someone that does not care that you even exist. Like, people literally be in, like, I went onto her account too to see what people were saying, if she's actively getting shit on all the time, or like what is the extent of this hate. And people are literally just in her comments just shitting on her for doing nothing. Like, there was a video or a comment that I saw that was just like it was like, I'm about to block you for real, or like something like that. And it had like 50,000 likes. And it was literally just a video of her lip syncing. And I was just like, are we serious right now? Y'all are really envious and you're proud about it? Ew. Tomato, like, you're weird. And it's honestly so disappointing because like even before I went into this, I was like, watch this be some complete and utter nonsense, and there's absolutely nothing that's good. Because I literally was like, even normally when I hear people are getting shit on, I at least kind of get a whiff of like what it is that they did, or like some type of situation that happened or something. And I didn't even hear about this whole thing with her and Rihanna, but I do think that I've heard discourse about people comparing them, like Rihanna early in her career and Tyla now, and they definitely are similar like celebrity archetypes. Like they're both like cute, thin, light-skinned girls that they cater to an American sound, American audience, but they are also foreign. They're not from the United States. They might have a little accent. They can wind their waist. Like they're kind of in a similar, or they at least were, like old Rihanna and current Tyla. And Tyla's 24, by the way. Can we also put that in the conversation too? Because Tyla is a young adult. And she's 24 now. So when she became popular, which was like, what, 2023, I think is when Water came out, 2024 maybe? Like, she's literally a child, basically. Like, so I also want to like flag that too. She's young, and that's not helping her case as far as people needing another reason. That's not a reason at all to shit on her. Like, I mean, she's a stunner. She's literally gorgeous. She's talented, like genuinely. And people literally like, they can't just accept that. They can't just be like, you know what? I just like her. I don't know. And I honestly, I want to get into this conversation too with Zendaya too, because for some reason Zendaya is different, and people have made videos about this. For some reason, Zendaya is regarded as so different from other women of color in this like level of scrutinization that they face. And of course, I'm not saying that Zendaya has faced no scrutiny. Of course she has. She's been in the industry since she was a child. But it's just different. It's so different in the style, the flavor. It's just very different. And I have theories about that. But anyway, let me get back on track. But yeah, I had heard previously this whole conversation about Tyla and Rihanna being similar, but I don't think I'd ever heard of it in necessarily like a negative light. Like I do think that they fulfill that same kind of archetype, and that's okay. I don't think Tyla is copying Rihanna like by any means. And honestly, I'm not here to talk about whether she's copying artists or whatever, because like I also saw that there was something that JT or Carisha was saying that Tyla stole one of their songs. Like she said, "Put me in Chanel," and then one of them said, "Take me to Chanel." And I'm like, are we dead ass right now? Take me in Chanel, put me in Chanel, and she stole your song. That is one line. Now, that one I didn't go into. I didn't go listen to whatever song. Like I said, I'm not an expert. This is not a research, like, cited commentary channel. This is not that. So please, I know I have like 20 something subscribers right now, but I just see it. I just see it in my future that someone somewhere is going to get in this comment section and say something stupid, like genuinely. And I'm not claiming to be that. That's not what this is. So no, I didn't go listen to it because I felt like it was already stupid. I was like, take me to Chanel, put me in Chanel. Does this girl have a song called Take Me to Chanel? And even if you do, okay. Like, do you know how many fucking songs are called like fucking... You know how many songs are fucking called Bohemian Rhapsody? Do you know how many Bohemian Rhapsodies there are? Do you want me to pull it up on Spotify right now? Because I'm sure... I don't even know another Bohemian Rhapsody off the top of my head, but I can guarantee you there's another song called Bohemian Rhapsody. I can guarantee you. So, I'm saying this to say I don't think that... The fuck? I'm sorry, I just opened Spotify and it opened up with the Spotify logo and a different logo that I've never seen before. And then it just disappeared immediately. That's fucking creepy. Bro, there's so many creepy fucking things that are happening. Y'all are gonna hear me run my mouth on this channel. Like, I need a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes, by the way, but I'm just saying, like, literally. Anyway, I'm literally doing this right now just to prove my point. Bohemian Rhapsody. Let's see how many songs. Oh, I can't turn it around. That was embarrassing. But these songs, these are all called Bohemian Rhapsody. Half of them are Queen, yes. But, and also not all of them are called Bohemian Rhapsody. But you get my point. You get my point, okay? I'm just like, girl, like, I'm sorry, to the whoever the city girl, whichever one it was, I don't think Miss Girl copied your song. And honestly, I think that there would have been substantial evidence had she done so. Like, wouldn't you agree? Like, I don't know. I just feel like this whole conversation is bullshit. I don't feel like I'm not gonna say I don't feel like Tyla's done anything, but like I looked at like interviews and like clips of I'm like, what did she do? Like, she really didn't do anything. Oh, I actually just remembered. Maybe I should start making notes for these videos, because I actually just remembered one thing that I think is probably the biggest thing. Actually, I should have talked about this first. I'm getting a phone call. Is it gonna stop? Okay. The whole thing about her race. Okay, let's get into it, because I really should have started with this. I'm sorry, I forgot. Like, no notes, guys. It's just me yapping over here. But the whole thing about her identifying as colored, y'all, please shut the fuck up and stop being fucking dense. Are you guys kidding me? I'm sorry, but y'all are literally gonna sit here and hate on this girl because you guys, and I'm honestly talking to my people, I'm talking to African American people, y'all want this girl to identify as black so bad. And here's the thing. Of course she's black. Duh. Like, I mean, duh. But she's from South Africa. And her classification, her race, these are all made up things, by the way. That's why I'm putting them all in quotes. Her racial classification in South Africa is colored. So how are y'all going to tell her, oh, what race are you? And then get mad at the answer that she gives you? And she did say something about like, oh, like I could imagine like if someone came to my cultural context and they identified as a term that is considered derogatory in my country, I also would probably have a hard time processing it. But I don't even think people are thinking about this colored term as like, oh, that's offensive. Because I never once thought that. I think really what this is indicative of is the global kind of reckoning that African Americans are kind of newly experiencing. I think African Americans have always been visible on a global stage due to our proximity to the powers that be, which is obviously the US and historically been the US. But we haven't seen the flip side of that. I feel like we're very used to being seen, and people that look like us, like, we're kind of, guys, I could be completely wrong on this. This is just my theory and my perspective, okay? Like, I feel like the way that America is sensationalized and broadcasted to the rest of the world, like, I feel like we have this sense of being kind of like the apex almost of like blackness. And we understand, of course, as most black people do, that like essentially if you look black, you're black, because a black is not a real category. Like, it's a phenotype. So it doesn't really matter if like on a local scale, if you think of yourself as being black, because if you were to go to a non-black context, you would be considered, regarded as, and treated as a black person, any other black person, right? Like, obviously, in general, like, in theory, like, this is all theoretical, okay? So I could be completely wrong about this, but I feel like that is what's happening. I feel like African Americans are actually understanding that blackness as we see it is not universal in other contexts. We obviously have this conversation already when it comes to Black Caribbeans, specifically like from PR and DR, claiming that they're not black, but to us they are because you look black. If you come to America, they're going to treat you like you're black. That means that you're black. That's how I think a lot of African Americans think about blackness. And obviously we know the African diaspora is various. Blackness comes in all different types of forms. It's extremely rich and diverse. So I think it's something that the African American community is experiencing for the first time, where they're seeing someone that, and I think even more so than people in the Caribbean, they feel like she should identify as black because she's African, but she's not fitting into the boxes that we have available to us about what constitutes blackness. And I think also African Americans don't have a nuanced understanding of blackness the way that we think we do, because we're so used to being the standard of blackness. We don't have to think about how blackness looks in other contexts, because a lot of the other quote unquote black people that we interact with are coming to America. So they're interacting with our system of blackness. We're not interacting with their systems and their conceptions of blackness. Guys, I'm cooking right now. Give me a sec, bro. If this doesn't make sense, I'm really sorry, but I wasn't expecting to get that into it. But yeah, I feel like that's what's happening, and I feel like she's getting shit on for not fitting into a box. I think that is all that's happening. I think the girl, she has acknowledged that she's still black. I don't know if she ever said that she was not black, but I think, and I don't know much about South African culture either. This is not a research channel. Don't fucking do it. I don't know if black is a label in South Africa, but I'm assuming if it is, that black means something else than what we're used to. I think we would think most of the people in South Africa that look like us are black. But if they have a subcategory from the black category that we would cast, then obviously those labels mean different things. And for her, coming from South Africa in a South African context to a global context, globally, yes, of course she's considered to be black. I would say so. And she also has said this. But that label is probably new for her, because when she first got in the public eye and people were asking what race she was, she said she was colored, and people didn't like that. And that was her answer, though. Like, how are you going to ask her and then you're not going to like the answer that she gives you? Like, what? It's just like, y'all just are looking for something to say to this pretty girl. Like, just be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself. I feel like, can we get to this point in society where rather than immediately just constructing some type of anything we can to reinforce a bias that we have about a person that literally does not know us and doesn't even care to? Because Tyla doesn't give a fuck about if you people think that she's black or not, if you are mad that she identifies. She does not give a fuck about any of y'all. She doesn't. She doesn't care that you think her music is bad. She doesn't care that you think she can't dance. She doesn't care. It's like, she does not care. Like, it doesn't affect her whatsoever. If anything, you're just putting more money in her pocket because you're being a goofy online and you're not doing anything productive for anyone involved. So just shut up. Like, I mean, can we have a little bit more like self-reflection here and be like, maybe this girl is just triggering me for whatever reason that might be. Maybe she's triggering me because she doesn't fit into the boxes that I have, and I don't have a box for her, and I don't know what to do with her. Maybe she's triggering me because her waist is smaller than mine. Like, it's not a crime to be triggered, but for you to come on the internet and sit here and say, oh, she just thinks she's all that, she's so cocky because her waist is small. Girl, what? And if you looked like that, you would be just as cocky. I don't even think she's cocky. I think that's the wrong word. I think she's a very humble person. I think she's a kind person. I think she's learning this industry. Once again, she's only 24. And I feel like y'all are giving her no fucking grace. And it's stupid. And honestly, like, maybe I have a bias for her because I feel like I've often been this woman that people just hate for no reason. And it's like exhausting, y'all. It's so exhausting. It's tired. And it's like, y'all are so insecure. It's literally like fuming off. Like, it's disgusting. Like, quite frankly. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I just really resonate with this girl, and I feel like I can see what's happening here, and it's just like it's low hanging fruit. It's lame. It's tired. Like, nobody cares to be having this conversation with y'all. She doesn't care. Like, she literally made a whole song saying that she doesn't care because, like, y'all don't have any effect on this girl. Like, she doesn't know who you are. Like, she doesn't. And to everyone saying that her music's not good and that she's a one-hit wonder, her music is good. Now, will I say this last album, the A-pop album, was it a no-skips album? For me, personally, I wouldn't say that. Not all of the songs on the album are my favorites, but it's a good album. She makes good music. She's a great vocalist. I fuck with her. Like, overall, I think she's a cool person. I love her style. I think that she's very talented. And I just think that people can't handle that. People can't handle that on a one-to-one scale with people that they know in real life. And she's a celebrity. So they feel like they can just say whatever they want. It's just a free for all for all of their insecurities. I feel like she's literally like basically a blank canvas for people to project their insecurities onto because she fits so many ideal boxes. And like, I don't know, I feel like it's a pain point for a lot of people because she is at a global intersection. She's like basically like black, Asian, and white. And like she fits the beauty standards for like all of these groups of people. And like I feel like having that level of influence, having that level of allure and attraction and magnetism as a woman, people hate that. And I probably will end up making a video just on like that topic of people hating female magnetism because I literally have experienced this my whole life since I was a kid. And I know, don't get in these comments, please, y'all. Please. I'd rather them remain empty with my one loyal commenter than y'all come in here and say something stupid. Please don't do it. But I know I look crazy right now. I'm in my bonnet, whatever. But people have hated on me my whole life. Literally since I was a little girl. I couldn't figure out the reason. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like I just get projected onto for a plethora of different reasons. But I just think that someone like Tyla is low-hanging fruit. She represents an ideal version of a lot of different people, and she has so many talents and things, I guess, that a lot of people aspire to have. And it's just like embarrassing because it's like you people are putting in all these hours on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, to let this girl know that you, random Joe on the internet at 3 a.m. Sorry, these types of people fucking piss me off. Y'all literally are going way out of your way, putting in your last after being worked. Let's talk about this. After being worked 40 plus hours a week to barely make ends meet, you're then taking to the internet to let this girl who does not give a fuck about you know that you don't like her music and that you don't think she's attractive when you absolutely fucking do. I'm not saying that everyone has to think that Tyla is their type, but she is gorgeous. Like, nobody's gonna sit here and tell me that this girl is not fucking gorgeous. Y'all be serious right now. It's sad. Like, just give it up. It's sad. Like, how is this my longest video? This is my longest video so far. This shit has really hit home for me. Like, I might have to make a spin-off on this because I just think that this whole conversation was genuinely stupid. Like, once I actually did the research to see and I got basically nothing, I was like, y'all are so fucking predictable and sad. Like, genuinely sad as shit. Tomato, 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 tomato. Like, and this is why I'm like, I don't want to be famous. Honestly, just because y'all are annoying. Not even like I'm gonna sit there and cry myself to sleep. Y'all are just fucking annoying. It's like, can this girl just fucking make music? Like, she's a singer. Let her fucking sing. If you don't want to listen to her sing, go somewhere else. If you don't want to see her, go somewhere else. Like, I mean, bruh. Oh, and I know this the whole thing about like her fucking AI music video and stuff. She probably didn't make that, knowing the way that artists are able to control what's going on with their content. She probably had no hand in doing that. Maybe she did. I don't know. I do think it was embarrassing. I hope that whoever the fuck was responsible for that, genuinely, I'm sorry. In this economy, like, you should be unemployed. Like, honestly, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous and lazy. And I think the concept was really cute, but the effort was just, there was no effort. Like, there was no effort, to be honest. That was I really did like the concept. The cool world aesthetic. Loved that. The execution though. And now we can't try it again. We already saw the video, like, maybe they can. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I don't have anything to say. Like, I'm not going to say anything about Tyla because of her music video. She's not a music video producer. So I doubt that was her idea. Like, I mean, I hope that, but part of me is like, I hope she at least was able to approve that before they just posted that shit and like made that. But like, it was really the six fingers with the fucking, with this, that was really the only thing. I don't know what else was like really bad, but like that was the main thing that I was like, ooh, that's not, oh god, yeah. But anyway, y'all aren't gonna sit here and justify all of this hate that this girl's been getting for 3 years because in August of 2026 or July, whenever the fuck this music video came out, she made an AI music video. Because come on, y'all been doing this the whole time. Like, just be serious. If you don't like the girl because she's pretty, just say that. Just say that, because you're already letting us know. It's only more embarrassing that you can't just own up to it and just say that plainly. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. I was definitely rambling a lot this one. This is my longest video. That's killing me right now. But yeah, thank you for coming back for my 6th day. I technically posted twice a day because my other one uploaded after midnight. But whatever. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love you.